Advanced to the 12 o'clock game to take on the number one team now, Johnson County, who went undefeated through yesterday's action. These two teams met yesterday at 10 o'clock, and Highland downed the Lady Aggies of Murray State by the count of 8-1. Murray State came back yesterday at 2 o'clock, and they downed Allen Community College 12-8 to reach this contest. The Lady Scotties fell to Johnson yesterday at 2 o'clock by the count of 5-2 to reach this contest. Again, the loser will go home. The winner will advance to the championship game against the Lady Cavaliers at 12 noon. Over on the other bracket in District E, Neosho County was down by Cali yesterday 4-3. Hutchinson down Labette 10-0 in 5. Labette came back in the 4 o'clock game and defeated Neosho County 10-4. Hutchinson remained undefeated, downing Cali last night 5-2. So over on the other field at this time, Labette is taking on Cali in the losers bracket. The winner will take on Hutchinson at 12 noon for the District E championship. Murray State again comes in, the number 6 overall seed in the tournament. They're now a record of 32-19. They are Region 2 champion out of Tishomingo, Oklahoma, under first-year head coach Aaron Mullins. The Lady Scotties come in the number 3 seed in the tournament, 34-11 now Highland's record. They have won 10 of their last 12 ball games. And they're under 13th-year head coach Heidi Jordan. Heidi now with a record of 460 wins, 202 losses in her 13 years here at Highland. Yesterday in the contest between Highland and Murray State picked up 1 run on 5 hits, committed 2 errors. Highland with 8 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. And we're getting ready here for the national anthem. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Back to Hummer, 5, 4. And welcome back to Hummer Park here in Topeka, Kansas on a beautiful Sunday morning. The wind out of the southwest blowing southeast at 10 miles an hour. Temperature 67 degrees at game time. Highland will be the home team on the scoreboard this afternoon. In this contest, the rematch from yesterday between the Lady Aggies of Murray State and your Highland Lady Scotties. Inside the circle for the Lady Scotties will be Kennedy Barron. Kennedy The 5'5" sophomore out of St. Joseph, Missouri, with an ERA of 2.88, which ranks her 5th in the region. This is her 20th appearance inside the circle, her 16th start of the year. She's got 6 complete games and 1 shutout. Kennedy, 13 wins, 4 losses on the year, 32 earned runs on 80 hits, 76 2/3 innings of work. She's allowed 27 walks, collected 44 strikeouts. She's hit 4 batters, thrown 2 wild pitches, and given up 4 balls. We've had to send somebody to chase down. And expecting the lineup for Murray State of Ivy, Amador, Katie Caraway, and Sydney Hinkle to lead off the top of the first for the Lady Aggies. Lady Aggies are scoring 7.4 runs a contest. They're giving up 6.4 runs per game. I'm not coming out over the PA here. I'm not getting any sound down here. Okay. And I'll double check my thing here, make sure I don't have a button pushed, and I have a button pushed. All right, there we're going. Thank you, TJ. My mistake down here. I accidentally clicked the off button. Ivy Amador leading us off, 5'3" freshman out of Wimberley, Texas, batting .415. I set up yesterday evening and updated all the stats from yesterday. Amador has been to the plate 167 times, giving up, collecting 57 runs on 70 hits, 7 doubles, 3 triples, 10 homers, and 33 RBIs. A 6.67 slugging percentage for Amador. 22 walks, 17 strikeouts for the young lady out of Texas. Pitch in there for a ball. 2-0 now to count from Kennedy Barron. Katie Caraway in the on-deck circle to follow Amador. 2-0 pitch from Barron is taken for a strike on the inside corner. Amador yesterday against Highland was 1 for 4, a single, 2 flyouts, and a strikeout in 4 trips to the plate. As Kennedy Barron now delivers the 2-1. Ground ball, third base side. Defensive alignment for the Lady Scotties in the left is Kenzie Garvin. In center is Maddie Moore. In right field is Sam Hill. At third base is Audrina Hidalgo this afternoon. Sam Moran is at short. Kayla Ross is at second. Sydney Anderson is at first. Behind the plate is number 25, Aubrey Hernandez. And inside the circle is Kennedy Barron. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball foul back and out of play. Count will remain 2-2 on the leadoff batter here for Murray State, the Lady Aggies. Again, the Region 2 champion, which contains the states of Oklahoma and Arkansas. Murray State down North Arkansas in 2 games straight to get to the tournament this year. Count now goes full at 3-2. Wind blowing out the left at 10 miles an hour. At the moment, not really a factor in the contest. Strike 3, struck her out on a high rise ball. First strike out of the contest for Kennedy Barron. And that'll bring up number 22, Katie Caraway. Caraway is a 5'6" sophomore out of Kingston, Oklahoma. Kennedy now with 45 strikeouts on the season. Amador now with 18 Ks on the year. Caraway batting .391 in the number 2 spot. 51 games played, 123 at-bats, 37 runs on 49 hits. 6 doubles, a homer, and 27 RBIs. She's walked 5 times, struck out 10 times. She's also been hit once. One of the better base stealers on the team for Murray State out of 11 out of 13. 1-0 pitch coming from Kennedy Barron. Fouled right-hand side, giving chase, but the ball will be out of play. Yesterday, Caraway was 2 for 4. She had a single, a double, a fly out to start, and a fly out to center in 4 tries. The double was her 6th of the year. 1-1 count now to Caraway. Fly ball left-hand side, giving chase out there is Sam Moran, the shortstop, and shallow left. She'll go out and make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 12, Sydney Hinkle. Hinkle, the first baseman, 5'3" sophomore out of Justin, Texas, batting .409 on the year, 150 at bats, 48 runs on 57 hits, 9 doubles, 16 home runs, which ranks her 6th in the nation. 55 RBIs. She got a slugging percentage of .818. But she was pretty well throttled yesterday by Highland, as she went 0 for 2 officially with a ground out, a fly out, reached on an error. Hinkle also leads the team in extra base hits with 24. Fly ball, left center field. Garvin will come in and make the catch for the out. And the Lady Aggies go down in order, 1, 2, 3. So we played a half an inning. We go to the bottom half of 1. We're scoreless here at Hummer. Defensive alignment for the Lady Aggies. In left field is Amador. In center field is Caraway. In right field is Jenna Glaw. Around the infield at third is Peyton Tenney. Your shortstop is Sarah Main. Second baseman is Kayla Mitchell. At first base is Sydney Hinkle. Behind the plate is Carly Koth. And inside the circle for the Lady Aggies will be number 4, I believe. Mackenzie Smith will have to wait to verify that, as we did not get the lineup from Murray State before the contest. But it appears that Smith will be out there. Smith won a game, lost a game yesterday. She's a 5'5" freshman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She has done the majority of the work for Murray State this year. She got an ERA of 4.75. This is her 35th appearance inside the circle this year. She got a 17-8-1 record in 140 innings of work. She's allowed 100 earned runs on 237 hits, 72 walks, 72 strikeouts. She leads the team in hit batsmen with 6, and she's given up 7 home run balls. And it will be Mackenzie Smith inside the circle here for Murray State to lead off the bottom of the first. Garvin, Moore, and Anderson do up for Lady Scotties, followed by Hernandez, Ross, and Miller. Then Kennedy, Barron, followed by Sam Hill, and Sam Moran will be your batting lineup for Highland here in game number 1 of the day's activities. Again, the winner of this contest advances to the new 12 o'clock game to take on Johnson County for the District D title. The loser bracket will have to win twice against Johnson County to advance to the national tournament in Mississippi. The loser of this contest will be done with the tournament. Throw down to second base, and we're ready for some softball. Kinsey Garvin will lead us off. Kinsey, a 2-time first-team all-conference selection, a 5'5" sophomore out of Lawrence, Kansas, batting .437. She leads the team in at-bats with 159. She's number 1 in the region in runs scored with 61. She's number 4 in the region in hits with 70. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 16 RBIs for Kinsey this year. Garvin reached base in both ball games yesterday, bringing her season total to 39 out of 45 games she's reached base in without having an at-bat. She's got 24 multi-hit contests on the year. First pitch misses the zone for a ball. That one's low and away, ball 2. Garvin was called out of the box yesterday once in the game against Murray State. She was 3 for 4, got 3 for 5 on the day with 3 singles. 2 of them to center and 1 into the infield. She also took a strikeout looking. Or excuse me, that was Kiera Ross who took the strikeout looking. 2 balls, 1 strike, ground ball to third. That goes through the legs of the third baseman. That'll be an E5. And Garvin is on base for Highland. That'll bring up number 3, Maddie Moore, the center fielder. Maddie, a 5'5" freshman out of Corsicana, Texas, batting .405 in the number 2 spot. 137 at-bats, 51 runs scored, which ranks her 4th in the region. 56 hits, 15 doubles, which leads the team. 2 triples, 2 homers, and 29 RBIs for Maddie this year. 9 walks. The best base stealer on the team. She's 29 out of 30 bags after stealing 1 yesterday. Ground ball to short. They'll go to second for the 1. They get the force out there. That'll go down as a fielder's choice. 5-4. And that'll bring up Sydney Anderson. Anderson, a 5'8" freshman out of Gardner, Kansas. The unanimous choice for all conference first team selection this year. Batting .420 in the number 3 spot. Sydney has been to the plate 138 times this year. Sends the ball out to second as it didn't clear the infield, so it'll fly out to number 4, and that's 2 down. So that'll bring up Aubrey Hernandez, the cleanup batter, the catcher. Aubrey, the number 1 team in the region, or number 1 home run hitter in the region, with 15 round trippers this year. She ranks her 10th in the nation. She also led the region in RBIs with 64, as she earned all conference honors. That pitch in there for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Runner on first, and Kenzie Garvin, who reached on an error by the third baseman. That pitch in there for a strike, and now Hernandez down in the hole 0-2. Garvin, 27 out of 29 stolen bases, ranks her 8th in the region, standing at first base. That pitch misses outside. Kenzie Smith again inside the circle. For the Lady Aggies. Fly ball out to right field. Right fielder will come in and make the catch for the out. And down go to Lady Scotties. Highland leads 1 on the base paths. They do not score. We go top of 2. We're scoreless here at Hummer. Be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Due up for the Lady Aggies in the top of 2 will be Peyton Tenney, Macy Powell, and Carly Koff. Facing Kennedy Barron, who gave up no runs on no hits, struck out 1 in the first half of the inning, or the top of 1, I'll say. And the Highland dugout stats have not began yet, so we'll have to double check and make sure that they are operating over in the dugout. Would you mind going over there, Joanne, and seeing if they've turned that on? So leading off the top of the second for Murray State will be number 16, Peyton Tenney. Tenney's a 5'8" sophomore out of Sherman, Texas, batting .360 in the cleanup spot. 48 games played, 170 at-bats, which lead the team. 38 runs on 59 hits. She leads the team in doubles with 14. 6 homers, 39 RBIs on the year. 91 total bases, slugging percentage of .555. 20 extra base hits, 10 walks, 32 strikeouts, which lead the team. And she got an on-base percentage of 39%. So the first offering from Kennedy Barron is in there for a strike. So 0-1 to count to the leadoff batter here in the second, Peyton Tenney. Again, the Lady Aggies out of Tishomingo, Oklahoma, have a record of 32 wins and 19 losses after a win and a loss yesterday. That pitch in the outside corner for a strike. They are the number 6 overall seed in the tournament under first-year head coach Aaron Mullins. Lady Aggies are scoring just under 7.5 runs a contest, giving up just under 6.5 on the season. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. This is just the second time these teams have met. Yesterday, they met at 10 o'clock in the first round contest. Highland taking the game on An 8-1 count. Swinging a miss on an off-speed pitch. Second strikeout of the contest for Kennedy Barron on a nice off-speed changeup. And that's Kennedy's 46th K of the year, and just the 33rd time that Tenney has struck out swinging. Next up will be number 13, Macy Powell, the designated player. Powell, 5'4" freshman out of Durant, Oklahoma, batting .418. Take the first offering from Barron in there for a strike. Powell has played in 44 contests this year, 147 at-bats, 23 runs on 58 hits, 13 doubles, 2 homers, and 38 runs batted in. Fly ball, center field. Going back is Moore. Maddie will make the catch for the out. Now there's 2 down. And that'll bring up number 5, Carly Koff. Carly is a 5'4" freshman out of Ponca City, Oklahoma, batting .410 in the number 6 spot. 105 at-bats and 40 games played, 31 runs on 42 hits, 6 doubles, 4 homers, 20 RBIs, 25 walks, and 18 strikeouts. Dad Cheetah probably takes the first pitch she sees and drives it up the middle for the first base hit for the Lady Aggies. So a runner on with 2 down here in the top of the second for Murray State. We'll bring up Kayla Mitchell. Mitchell, a 5'4" sophomore out of Fairfield, Texas, batting .333. 145 at-bats, 50 games played, 29 runs, 50 hits, 8 doubles, 7 home runs, 39 RBIs. Koth at first base is 11 for 11 in stolen bases. There's a fly ball out to center. Maddie Moore is there for the scout, and that'll retire the side. Lady Aggies leave one on. They do not score. We go to bottom half of the second. We're tied at 0. I want to thank those of you that have tuned in this morning to watch this contest between Murray State and Highland. We will be here today to broadcast all of the Highland games should they advance. You go over and see if the live stats are running. Go over and ask her if she turned it on. Due up for Highland here in the bottom of the second inning will be Kayla Ross, Maddie Miller, and Kennedy Barron, the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the Highland lineup, facing Kinsey Smith. Smith has faced 1 batter over the minimum as Kinsey Garvin led off the bottom of the first with an error by the third baseman. But after that, Smith shut down the Lady Scotties in order. Mackenzie Smith, again, a freshman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, batting, or with an ERA, of .475. 17, 8, and 1 on the year for Mackenzie. She's yet to give up a hit, yet to strike out or hit a batter in the contest, or yet to walk a batter. Kayla Ross will lead us off, the 5'7" sophomore out of Tomball, Texas, batting .365 in the number 5 spot. Kayla, 132 at-bats, 30 runs scored in 44 games played, 47 hits, 15 doubles on the year, which ranks her 6th in the region, 5 home runs, 44 RBIs, 76 total bases for Kayla this year. She got a very nice slugging percentage of .603. She got 11 walks, 18 strikeouts, leads the team, and she's been hit once this year. She's also picked up 20 extra base hits and an on-base percentage of .407. So leading it off here will be Kayla Ross. The first pitch, line drive to the shortstop on the ground. They throw to first for the out, and there's 1 down. Nice play by the shortstop for Murray State, as that is Sarah Maines, as he had a hot shot at her ankles and was able to get down and take care of the ball. Infield in excellent condition early this morning. It got a little rough yesterday when the Johnson County contest. Matty Miller now steps in, the designated player. Line drive right back to the pitcher. So back-to-back outs. There's 2 down. And that'll bring up Kennedy Barron. Kennedy, 5'5" sophomore out of Topeka, out of St. Joe. Batting .475 on the year. Kennedy with an awesome slugging percentage of .905 and limited at bats. She's been to the plate 44 times this year in only 23 games at the plate. 14 runs, 20 hits, 6 home runs on the year for Kennedy. 20 RBIs. She's walked 6 times, struck out 6 times. Fly ball to the left. That's going to be in the hole, and that will drop in there for a base hit. So Kennedy Barron picks up Highland's first hit of the contest. The no-hitter is gone for both pitchers. And that'll bring up Sam Hill, the right fielder. Sam, 5'6" sophomore out of Ray, Missouri, batting .296. Okay. Having trouble with I-score today. Both Labette and Highland now having issues with their live stats trying getting updated. So I apologize if those links are not active right now on the conference website. Sam's been to the plate 76 times in 37 games played. Count now goes to 1-2. 23 runs, 23 hits, 1 double, 3 homers, and 8 RBIs for Hill. 8 walks and 16 strikeouts. That pitch outside, says the gentleman in the powder blue shirt. And the count goes to 2-2. 2 outs, runner on first, and Kennedy Barron. Barron has not attempted a stolen base this season. Ground ball to third, but foul. Again, the field right now in perfect condition. Yesterday afternoon, when it got between Highland and Johnson County, there were quite a few errors, and the infield was very soft and uneven. Both Johnson County and Highland had difficulty fielding the ball on the infield. That pitch misses the zone. The count now goes 3-2. But otherwise, a very beautiful facility down here at Hummer Park, a multi-million-dollar for two fields. Natural turf and infield on both facilities. Ground ball off the bat, into the bat. Pitcher has it over to first base. In time for the out, and down go to Lady Scotties. So Highland strands a runner. They've left 2 on the bases through 2 innings. We go to top of 3. It's Murray State 0, Highland 0. Be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. I'm not sure. They'll have to go through the coin flip was. 2-0 the score over on the other field. I'm not sure who is up and who is down at the moment. My wife Joanne will scurry over there and see who the lead team might be. The winner of that contest takes on Hutchinson at 12 noon for the District E title. Kennedy Barron has given up no runs on 1 hit. She has struck out 2, walked none through 2 innings of work. She has faced 1 batter above the minimum so far. She's going to face Jenna Glaw, Sarah Maines, and Ivy Amador. As I've got a correction, we do have a new batter for Murray State. It will be number 7, Kylie Manning will now play and bat where Jenna Glaw did yesterday. Manning is a 5'4" sophomore out of Durant, Oklahoma, batting .136 on the year. She's been to the plate 59 times in 32 ball games, 17 runs on 8 hits, 1 double, 7 RBIs. Foul the first opportunity back. Got 12 walks, 15 strikeouts for Kylie. as Sarah Maines waits in the on-deck circle. 0-1, foul ball back, giving Chase Hernandez, and she cannot make the catch, but a nice effort by the Highland catcher as she laid out, but just barely could not reach the ball. But Barrett ahead on the count, 0-2. To lead off batter here in the top of the third, Kylie Manning. Manning again batting $136 on the season. Did not play yesterday. Takes that pitch outside, and the count now goes to 1-2. Barron inside the circle again, number 5 in the region with a 2.88 ERA. This is Kennedy's 16th start of the year. Hard hit ball to the left. Going back is Garvin. That's over Garvin's head. That'll go to the wall. Going to second base with a stand-up double is Kylie Manning. So Manning picking up her second double of the season. And the Lady Aggies have a runner in scoring position with nobody down here in the top of the third. And Sarah Maines will come in, the 5'3" sophomore out of Crescent, Oklahoma. She's batting .304 on the year. 139 at-bats in 50 games played. 49 runs, 42 hits, 13 doubles, 2 triples. Popped her up. Catch is made by Audrina Hidalgo playing third base. That's Highland ready for the bunt. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Ivy Amador. Amador struck out swinging back in the first to lead off the ball game. That was her 18th strikeout of the season. First strikeout victim for Kennedy Barron. Barron now with 2 Ks in the contest. Gives her a grand total of 46 on the year. Oh, and 1 count. Here's the pitch from Barron. Foul ball backing out of play. Manning at second base after the leadoff double to left is 2 for 2 in stolen bases. So Lady Aggie with a runner in scoring position with 1 down here in the top of the third. In a scoreless tie from Hummer Park to North Field. Off the end of the bat, or off the end of the fifth, Hidalgo will go to first for the out. Nice job by Herdrina to look back the runner and make a strong throw to first base to Anderson for the out. Now there's 2 down. That'll bring up Katie Caraway. Caraway, a sophomore out of Kingston, Oklahoma. Flied out to the left last time up, back in the first. First pitch from Barron. Gets in there for a strike. Nope. Strike on the outside corner. Caraway again yesterday. Had a double, a single, and 2 flyouts in 4 tries at the plate. The double was her 6th. The single was her 49th of the year. And a 1-1 pitch coming from Kennedy Barron. Strike on the inside corner. That's a good pitch that time from Barron. As really, Caraway had no option but to take the pitch. He would have handcuffed her otherwise. 1-2, advantage to the pitcher. Kennedy comes in agreement with Hernandez behind the plate. Pitch upstairs. Through the rise ball. Katie Caraway would not follow. Hidalgo about 3 feet or 2 feet from the foul line down the third base line. There's not going to be anything get past her to her right. That ball down low. In fact, if Audrina takes 1 step to her right, she's going to be on the foul line. So Sam Moran is short, has got a pretty good sized hole to fill. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, but foul down the third base side. Hidalgo played perfectly. That ball went screaming through the batter or the coach's box at third. 3-2, 2 outs, runner on second for Murray State. We're in the top of the third, no score. Hard hit ball right into Doggo. Right into her glove, played perfectly. Great defensive alignment by Highland. And Adrena Hidalgo gets the line out for the out, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third. We're still scoreless. Be back in a second. You're watching this Scotty Sports Network. Mackenzie Smith has given up no runs on one hit through 2 innings of work. She's yet to strike out, walk, or hit a batter in the contest. She's going to face the 9, 1, and 2 batters behind the lineup of Sam Moran, Kenzie Garvin, and Maddie Moore here in the top or the bottom of the third. Highland's only hit came from Kennedy Barron, the opposing pitcher. Back in the second with a single to left. Barron stranded on the base pass, did not score. Kenzie Garvin led off the first with an error, reached on an error by the third baseman, but failed to also reach second base. Kenzie Smith again, ERA of 4.75, won a game, lost a game yesterday. She lost the 8-1 contest here against Highland and took the win in the 12-8 victory over Allen Community College. That eliminated Allen from the tournament yesterday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Again, the winner of this contest will advance to the championship game to take on Johnson County at noon. The loser's bracket will have to win twice. Labette is leading Cali 2-1 in the bottom of the first over on the other field in District E. And again, I apologize, the live stats for Labette are not working today. iScore having issues with their internal servers. So both the Highland and the Labette live stats are inoperable at this time. We'll try to bring you updates over our broadcast, though. First pitch in there to Sam Moran, the shortstop. Sam, a 5'6" freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri, batting .392. She's been to the plate 131 times this year in 45 games. Fouls that pitch to the third base side. 40 runs on 51 hits, 11 doubles. She's tied for the lead on the team in triples with 4. 4 home runs, 32 RBIs for Sam. 9 walks, 10 strikeouts. She's been hit 3 times this year. Has a slugging percentage of .640. She steps back in the batter's box with a 1-2 count. Hard hit ball, left center field. Center fielder going back. That's going to be over her head to the wall. Moran will round first and head for second. She'll go in there with a stand-up double. So the leadoff double by Sam Moran, her 12th two-bagger of the year. Highland's second hit of the contest. Will bring up the top of the lineup in Kenzie Garvin. Kenzie again reached base on a ball that went through the third baseman's legs to lead off the bottom of the first, but did not advance farther than first base. Bunched through that ball. Pitch tall for a strike. Garvin, a 2-time All-JL Conference Eastern Division selection. She was the first team this year and last year. She was the first team All-Region selection a year ago. The region selections will come out tomorrow. Ground ball at the plate. Fair ball. And the runner will advance. That'll go down to an infield single, as it died right in front of the plate, and the catcher really had no opportunity. And here comes Murray State's head coach out to ask exactly what the call was. Ball came off of the plate and was out in fair territory in front of the plate when the catcher picked the ball up. So Highland now with 3 hits in the contest and runners at the corner with nobody down. That'll bring up Maddie Moore. Maddie reached on a 5-4 fielder's choice last time up. So Sam Moran at third, Kenzie Garvin at first. Garvin, I imagine, will take off with the first pitch. Kenzie, 27 out of 29 stolen bases on the year. Moran at third with good speed, 5 for 5 in stolen bases. The infield single was Garvin's 71st of the year. Swung through that. There goes second base. Garvin, another stolen base. Kenzie now 28 out of 30 on the year, which ranks her 8th in the region. Moore down in the hole, 0-1. As she swung through that pitch, she let Garvin go to second. Mackenzie Smith inside the circle for Murray State. Here's the pitch. Left field ball. That's over the left fielder's head. That's down the line. That's a fair ball. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And going into second base with a double is Maddie Moore. Maddie picking up the 4th hit of the contest. Her 14th double of the year. Her 57th hit. Drives in a pair, and the Highland Scotties lead it 2-0. And that'll bring up the unanimous first-team all-selection at first base for Highland, Sydney Anderson. Anderson flied out to the second baseman last time up. Take the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Maddie Moore at second base, 29 out of 30 in stolen bases, so excellent speed on the base path for Highland. Ground ball fouled on the third base side. Aubrey Hernandez due up next with Kayla Ross at the front of the dugout steps. Highland with 2 runs across, still no outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the third, and Highland with a runner on second. Highland with a pair of doubles and an infield single in the inning. Swung through that pitch, nice speed, down goes Sydney Anderson. First strikeout of the ball game for Mackenzie Smith, her 73rd of the year. And that'll bring up Aubrey Hernandez. Aubrey flied out to right to end the Highland first. The region's home run champion this year with 15 balls that left the ballpark. Freshman out of Overland Park, Kansas, batting in the cleanup spot. 1 out, 1 on, 2 in already for Highland. That pitch outside, they evens the count at 1-1. Aubrey looking for her 24th extra base hit of the year. Should she hit a gap? That pitch misses inside. The double by Maddie Moore, who's now standing second, was her 17th extra base hit of the season. Ground ball foul off the fist. Corral by Associate Head Coach Scott Jordan over in the third base coach's box.
Keep your shoulder up. Don't drop your shoulder.
2-2. Strike 3 struck her out. Back-to-back strikeouts by Mackenzie Smith. She's now got a grand total of 74. And that'll bring up number 9, Kayla Ross. Kayla led off the second with a ground out to the shortstop. Strikeout for Hernandez was her 9th K of the season. Not bad in 154 at-bats. Kayla leads the team in doubles with 15. That pitch high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Kayla. Maddie Miller, the designated player in the on-deck circle for Highland. That pitch low and away. Now the count goes 3-0. So now Mackenzie Smith flirting with a 2-out walk as she's went 3-0 on Kayla Ross. Kayla taking all the way. Ball 4, walked her on 4 straight. Now Highland's got 2 on. First walk of the contest given up by Smith, her 73rd of the year. Kayla Ross's 12th free pass of the year on base on ball. Maddie Miller steps in. Maddie lined out to the pitcher last time up, back in the second. Miller, the freshman out of Oskaloosa, Kansas, batting .396 in the number 6 hole. Takes that pitch at the belt for a strike. Maddie Moore at second. Kayla Ross at first. 2 runs already in the inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. That pitch low and away, and Highland with a 2-0 lead over the Lady Aggies of Murray State. The Region 2 champions, the winners of the Oklahoma and Arkansas region. Ground ball, third base. She'll go to first base with it. Strong E-good throw for the out, and that'll retire the side. Highland leaves 2 on the base paths. They get 2 on the board. We go top of 4, 2-0, Lady Scotties. Due up for Murray State in the top of 4 will be Hinkle, Tenney, and Powell. Facing Kennedy Barron, who's allowed no runs on 2 hits through 3 innings of work. She struck out 2, yet to walk or hit a batter in the ball game. Again, I do apologize. The live stats are not operating today due to an internal error with iScore.com because both Highland's live stats and Labette's live stats are inactive at the moment. You can follow Murray's live stats out of their dugout. Go to the conference or website at kjccc.org. Go to the playoff page on the softball page. And now Murray State stats are not operating either. So we're out of stats. You'll just have to follow me on the audio broadcast for what's going on. Sydney Hinkle leads us off here in the top of the 4th, trailing by 2 to Highland. Hinkle flied out to left to end the Aggie first. Take the strike on the inside corner. Hinkle again leads the team in homers, RBIs, total bases, slugging percentage, extra base hits. She leads the team being hit by pitches with 11, which ranks her 14th in the nation. Her home runs of 16 ranks her 6th in the nation. She got 55 RBIs on the year to 112 at-bats, or 112 total bases. A impressive slugging percentage of .818. She reaches base 51% of the time she's at the plate. Ground ball, foul. Barrett ahead now on the count, 1-2. Hinkle again struggled yesterday against Highland at the plate, as she went 0 for 2 officially with a ground out and a fly out. She did reach base on an error by the third baseman. There's a fly ball out to the left. That's going to curve foul and go down to the corner. Hinkle no doubt has the distance with her home run total. Again, these are bigger ballparks than most of these young ladies have played in all season long. 225 to dead center, 215 down the line. And the 8-foot fences are taller than most. And the ballparks here play bigger than what everybody's been on them. Pitch upstairs, now the count goes 2-2. Ballparks at the national tournament are a little bit shorter in play. They're still 220 to the center, 210 down the line, but they're only 6-foot fall. So the balls will leave those a little bit easier than these here. Popped her up on the infield, climbing back. Hernandez to the fence. Could not make the catch as the ball came back. So Aubrey having some runs behind the plate here. She dove for one ball and almost got it. Could not quite get to that one. This is the first ball game of the tournament that Aubrey Hernandez is catching. Maddie Miller caught both games yesterday between Murray State and Johnson County. Ground ball goes foul. It's off-speed pitch. Had Hinkle out in front. Peyton Tenney in the on-deck circle, followed by Macy Powell here in the fourth. No outs, nobody on for Murray State, trailing Highland 2-0. Lady Scotty put a 2-spot on the board in the bottom of the third. Here comes the 2-2 from Barron. Fly ball deep left. Back goes Miller or Moore, and that baby's out of here. And that ball had no trouble leaving the ballpark. The wind not blowing at this moment. And Hinkle with her 17th home run of the year, her 49th run of the season, her 58th hit, put the Lady Aggies on the scoreboard. On the third hit of the ball game by Murray State. And that is the 5th home run of the year given up by Kennedy Barron. On a 2-2 pitch. And now Peyton Tenney will step in, the sophomore out of Sherman, Texas, batting .360 in the cleanup spot. Tenney led off the second with a strikeout swinging. Strikeout victim number 2 of Kennedy Barron in the contest. Strikeout was her 33rd of the year, which leads the team. Fouls that pitch back. 2-1 your score now. We're in the top of the second. Highland leading Murray State in this women's losers bracket final, we'll call it, your mythical third place contest. The winner will play at 12 noon against Johnson County for the D championship. The loser will go home. Ground ball, foul ball. Again, your defensive lineman for Highland on the infield. Adrena Hidalgo now playing third base for Whitney Dagonia, who played third yesterday. Sam Moran at short. Kayla Ross at second. Sydney Anderson is at first. Aubrey Hernandez behind the plate. Kennedy Barron inside the circle. Garvin, Moore, and Hill in your outfield, left to right. Line drive, that one gets through the left-hand side. And back-to-back hits by the Lady Aggies here in the top of 4. That single to left was Peyton Tenney's 60th hit of the year. She's 5 for 5 in stolen bases as Macy Powell comes to the plate. Powell flied out to center last time up. The freshman out of Durant, Oklahoma, batting .418. Powell skies that one out to center. Moore will come in and make the catch for the out. There's one down. Maddie Moore with good range in center field, can just about get to everything. That'll bring up Carly Koth. Koth picked up the first hit of the contest for the Lady Aggies, back in the second with a single to center. Her 43rd hit of the year. One down. Grind line drive, that get to the left. That changeup was easy to hit as that was up in the wheelhouse. And now the Lady Aggie with 3 hits in the inning have runners on first and second. And we're going to have a conversation with head coach Heidi Jordan inside the circle. Koth now 2 for 2 in the contest with a pair of singles, 1 to left and 1 to center. Her 43rd and 44th hit of the year. On the 5th hit of the contest, which was Kennedy Barron's 85th hit of the year that she has given up. A leadoff solo homer by Sydney Hinkle, her team leading 17th, which ranked her 6th in the nation. Put the first run on the board for the Lady Aggies. A single to left, a fly out to center, and a single to left. Has put runners on first and second with 1 out here at the top of the 4th. And brought it the Murray State Lady Aggies closer to Highland at 2-1. Home plate umpire goes out, and he's had enough of the conversation. Heidi will conclude the family reunion inside the circle. And we'll be back to softball here in just a second. As Kayla Mitchell steps in, the sophomore out of Fairfield, Texas, batting .333. Kayla ended the Aggie second with a fly out to center. And the first pitch from Kennedy Barron is in there for a strike. No, don't play that umpire said it was low. 1-0 now to count. A lot of cheering over on the other field. I think Cali might have scored. Still 2-0 in favor of Labette. 2-1. Labette leading Cali over on the south field. And there's the hit batsman. First hit batsman of the day by Kennedy Barron. Cali is now taking a 3-2 lead over Labette over on the south field. And that'll be all for Kennedy Barron. Barron, with her first hit batsman, her team leading 5th hit batsman of the year. And that is the first time this season that Kayla Mitchell has been plunked. And we're going to see Haley Donaldson come in and replace her. Haley's a 5'8" freshman out of DeKalb, Missouri, with an ERA of 3.04. Barron will lead the circle after giving up 1 run on 5 hits. Striking out 2, walking none, and hitting 1. Haley's been to the plate or inside the circle 23 times now, counting this one. She's got an 8-3 record, 37 earned runs on 108 hits as of this morning. 86 1/3 inning of work, 21 walks, 42 strikeouts. 3 hit batsmen, 1 wild pitch, and she's given up 6 balls we've had to go look for. Coach Heidi out talking to her infield talking to the outies while Donaldson warms up. Coach Scott talking to his infield while Donaldson finishes her warm-up pitches. And coming to the plate for the Lady Aggies, number 7, Kylie Manning. Manning led off the third with a double to left, but was stranded on the base pass. Her second double of the year, her 9th hit of the season. She's only been to the plate 59 times in 32 ball games played. She's batting .136. So runners on first and second. Make that second, bases loaded, excuse me. And just 1 out here in the inning. So no place to put the number 8 batter, Kylie Manning, with the bases loaded. 1 ball, no strike from Haley Donaldson, the freshman out of DeKalb. Ground ball to shortstop. Moran had it, dropped it. 1 run score. And that'll go down as an E6. Sam knew where she wanted to go, but couldn't get there with the ball. And we're tied up at 2-all. Bases still loaded, and that brings Sarah Maines to the plate, the batting in the number 9 spot. Maines lined out to Hidalgo at third last time up. Sarah, a sophomore out of Crescent, Oklahoma, batting .304. Foul ball backing out of play. Lady Aggies with 2 runs in the inning have tied the contest up 2-2 with the Highland Scotties. Murray State again, the number 6 seed overall in the tournament at 32-19. Highland, the number 3 seed at 34-11 on the year. These two teams played yesterday morning at 10 o'clock. Highland came away with an 8-1 victory. Highland lost to Johnson County in their second ball game. The out ball popped up. Hernandez giving chase, cannot make the play. And Maines has life. Again, Highland lost to Johnson County yesterday 5-2 after committing 10 errors, fielding and throwing. Murray State came back yesterday afternoon and downed Allen, eliminating them from the tournament by the count of 12-8 over on the south field. 0-2 to count to Sarah Maines. Pitch upstairs, 1-2. Haley Donaldson pitching in relief of Kennedy Barron, who went the first 3 1/3. And the sun is almost back where I'm starting to get some shade. Pitch outside. 2-2 now, says the big green scoreboard and right. 1 out, bases loaded for the Lady Aggies. Here in the top of the fourth where they've put 2 runs across already. And still looking to score more. 2-2 to Sarah Maines. Batting in the number 9 hole. Pitch upstairs. Now the count goes full. Runners will hold for contact. With a 3-2 pitch to the batter with 1 out. Time called. As Hernandez is going to go out talk out to Donaldson. Sarah Maines last time up back in the third hit it hard, but a bullet just to the left of Audrina Hidalgo, now playing third for Highland. As Hidalgo was excellently placed, playing Maines to pull. Let's see what happens here on a 3-2 pitch. Foul ball back. So the at-bat continues here. Payoff pitch. Maines at the plate. Donaldson in the circle. Fly ball, dead center field. That could be deep enough to score a run. Moore goes back. She'll make the catch. Throw comes into second base. And the Lady Aggies now lead the ball game 3-2. Runners now on first and second for Murray State. And the top of the lineup at the plate in Ivy Amador. Amador, the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the 4th inning. They struck out swinging and ground out to third in 2 tries. First pitch to the freshman out of Wimberley, Texas is in there for a strike. Murray State with 3 runs here in the 4th have taken the lead 3-2. Haley Donaldson delivers the 0-1. That pitch low and inside. 1-1. Amador, the best base stealer on the team once she gets on the bag. 23 out of 23. According to the stats I was able to illuminate off of the stats from yesterday. 22 walks, 17 strikeouts for Ivy. Ball foul. She's got a slugging percentage of .667. She reaches base 48% of the time when she comes to the plate. She leads the team in runs scored with 57. Also in hits with 70. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Haley Donaldson. Ground ball, that one drift foul. So Amador getting around on Donaldson. Again, Highland hugging the third base line. Trying to keep the doubles out of the mix. Sam Moran filling a pretty big hole in the left side of the infield for Highland. 1-2. There's a line drive right at Hidalgo. She'll drop it, but step on the bag for the out, and that'll retire the side. The Lady Aggies get 3 on the board. They leave 2 on the base pads. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. It's 3-2, Murray State. Due up for the Lady Scotties. Here in the bottom of the 4th will be Kennedy Barron. That will now be Haley Donaldson, who will now come to bat, I believe. We'll double check it and make sure. Donaldson should come to bat, followed by Sam Hill and Sam Morandi. 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Lady Scotty lineup. As it will be Haley Donaldson leading us off here. Haley, the 5'8" freshman out of DeKalb, Missouri, batting .458 when she gets to bat. 49 at-bats and 29 games played. 16 runs on 27 hits, 8 doubles, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. 10 walks, 2 strikeouts, and she's been hit twice. 11 extra base hits. She's got a slugging percentage of 746, an on-base percentage of 54%. And she will replace Kennedy Barron, who left the circle. Kennedy was 1 for 1 in the contest with a single to left. Mackenzie Smith. Oh, that's a little bit better. Kenzie Smith is inside the circle. Has given up 2 runs on just 2 hits. Make that 4 hits. She has struck out 2, walked 1, and has not hit a batter yet in the ballgame. And this is the first time that Haley Donaldson and Mackenzie Smith have met on the playing field. Haley did not play in the ball game yesterday against Murray State. First pitch at the belt for a strike. That pitch misses the zone, says the home plate umpire, and the count goes to 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. Now the count goes to 1-2. Sam Hill in the on-deck circle. Sam Moran at the opening of the dugout. Swung through that one. Strikeout swinging for Haley Donaldson. Haley's 3rd K of the year. The 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Mackenzie Smith. Her 75th of the season as Sam Hill steps in. Sam's 0 for 1 with a ground up to the pitcher. Back in the 2nd inning to end the Highland second. Hill batting .296, the number 8 spot. Where the bunt took it back for a ball. Count now goes to 1-1. Lady Scotties again 34-11 on the season after winning 1 and losing 1 yesterday under 13th year head coach Heidi Jordan. As the home plate umpire, the catcher is going to need to get a new chest protector. Heidi Jordan now 460 wins, 202 losses in 13 years of work here at Highland. Highland averaging just under 9 points a contest with 8.8, which leads the Region 6 this year. They're giving up 3.5, which is number 3. Murray State already with 3 on the scoreboard. 1-1, bunt down. They're going to call it a fair ball, throw to first base. Then the out is made. And that'll bring up number 23, Sam Moran, the shortstop. Sam doubled to left to lead off the 3rd and came around to score Highland's first run on the board back in the 3rd inning. The double in the 3rd inning was her 12th of the year. Sends that with a soft liner to the second baseman. That'll end the inning. Lady Scotties go in order for the first time in the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. We go top of 5. Lady Aggies 3, Lady Scotties 2. Back in the 2nd. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Due up for Murray State here in the top of the 5th. Will be the 2, 3, and 4 batters in their lineup. Caraway, Hinkle, and Tenney. Facing Haley Donaldson for the first time. Haley in relief of Kennedy Barron, who went the first 3 1/3 innings of work. Make that 3 2/3 inning of work. Kennedy gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. A solo homer to lead off the 4th. Barron struck out 2 and hit 1. She did not walk a batter through her innings of work. So Caraway steps in, 0 for 2 in the contest with a line out to left and a line out to the 3rd baseman. Katie Caraway, a 5'6" sophomore out of Kingston, Oklahoma, batting .391 the number 2 hole. Donaldson inside the circle again with an ERA of 3.04. Ranks her third on the team this year for Highland. Lady Scotty with one sophomore pitcher and 2 freshmen. We will see if Highland can advance. We will see Jalissa Ortega against Johnson County. If we don't, we'll all head home, and I'll try to keep track of how Murray State and Johnson go. Again, the winner of this contest plays Johnson at noon for the District D title and a chance to go to Clinton, Mississippi. That pitch outside. Count now goes 2-0. Highland, the defending District E champion. Lady Scotties have won 6 out of 7 District E title. First time Highland in District D tournament. Murray State, their 3rd year in a row that they've been back to Hummer Park to take part in the district tournaments. Again, the Lady Aggies, the Region 2 champion, as they swept North Arkansas in 2 straight games to reach this year's tournament. Ball down low, ball 4. Leadoff walk by Donaldson. Her first of the contest. First walk of the game for Murray State. That is Caraway's 6th free pass on bases on balls. Donaldson's first 22nd walk given up this year, and that'll bring up Sydney Henkel. Henkel, who led off the 4th with a solo homer to left with authority. She also flied out the left to end the 1st. Ball in the dirt. Hernandez will keep the runner at first. Caraway at first, 11 out of 13 in stolen bases on the year. Henkel yesterday again was handcuffed by the Lady Scotties. 0 for 2 in the contest with a fly out and a ground out. But she got every bit of the homer she hit in the 4th. Again, the wind blowing out the left, but when Henkel got into her, that ball, the flag was dead limp. Temperature in the low 80s this afternoon. Wind out of the southeast blowing out the left field here at the North Complex. 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Donaldson has given up 6 homers this year, thrown 1 wild pitch, and hit 3 batters. In 36 or 26 and 1/3 inning of work. Make that 86 and 1/3 inning of work. That pitch misses. Go in there for a strike. Sweet spot on this home plate umpire is to the bottom right as you view the field from home plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the number 3 batter in the Aggie lineup, Sydney Henkel. Ground ball, foul down the third base side. Again, Audrina Hidalgo hugging the third base bag. As Highland so far has played Murray State perfectly defensively on any ball hit on the ground to the left-hand side of the diamond. 2-2 to count now. Donaldson delivers. Ground ball right to Hidalgo. To second base for the one. They'll go to first base. Nope, they'll hold it there. Nice play by Hidalgo at third. Played perfectly again. 5-4 on your put out on the fielder's choice. Peyton Titney now steps in. She's 0 for 1 for 2 in the contest. She led off the second with a strikeout swinging. Her 33rd of the year. She also singled to left in the 4th and came around to score a run. Her 60th hit of the season, her 39th run scored. First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a drop ball from Haley Donaldson. Macy Powell in the on-deck circle for the Lady Aggies. 1 out, 1 on for Murray State. here in the top of the fifth. They lead Highland 3-2 in this ladies losers bracket third place contest. Fly ball, center field, going way back out there is Maddie Moore. Moore finally ran it down. Great job by Maddie out there, who had to turn her back to the infield and then turn around and find the ball. So a nice defensive play by Maddie Moore in center on a hard hit ball up the middle by Tatum Pentini. That'll bring up Macy Powell. Powell over 2 in the contest with 2 flyouts, both of them to center. And the first pitch catches the outside corner on a nice curve ball from Donaldson. No balls and 1 strike to count. 2 outs, a runner on for the Lady Aggies here in the top of the fifth. Again, as they lead Highland 3-2. Over the off-speed pitch. Chased that drop ball. That thing fell off the table once it got to the plate. Donaldson in relief of Kennedy Barrett, who went the first 3 1/3. Ground ball up the middle. Another base hit for the Lady Aggies. They now have 6 in the contest. So runners on first and second, and Carly Koff coming to the plate, who's got 2 hits in the contest, both of them singles. She singled to left in the second, singled to center in the fourth, and came around to score one of the runs. We're going to have a pinch runner, it looks like, for Murray State. 9 for 13, says the home plate umpire. Number 9 is Mackenzie Kruger, a 5'4" sophomore out of Wallace, Texas. She's 1 for 1 in stolen bases on the year. As she will come in and run at first base for Macy Powell. So Carly Koff steps in. Number 5 on the roster. The freshman out of Ponca City, Oklahoma, batting .410. Koff, the 2 hits in the contest. Her 43rd and 44th of the season. Pitch on the outside corner, another breaking ball got in there. Koff struck out and walked and ground out to short yesterday against Highland in game number 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Haley Donaldson. Ball down low. 2-1. Lady Aggies hung a 3 spot on the board at the top of the 4th. Highland got their 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Lady Aggies set 8 players to the plate in the 4th inning to get those 3 runs. Swing and a miss. He's down to count 2-2. There's another nice drop ball from Haley Donaldson. That thing comes in about a foot in front of the plate, just drops. 2-2 to the batter. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 5th. Ground ball left-hand side. That'll get through. The runner will turn and head for home. Here comes the throw to the plate. And she is out of there. What a nice throw and left by Kinsey Garvin. And a real nice tag at the plate by Aubrey Hernandez to eliminate the additional run. That'll go down as a single to left and a throw out at the plate. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Murray State 3, Highland 2. Back in the 2nd, you're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Over on the other field, 4-2 Cali in the bottom of the 4th. In the District E losers bracket final. The winner of that contest will advance to play Hutchinson at 12 noon for the District E title. The loser will be eliminated. So again, 4-3 in favor of Cali over Labette in the fourth. 4-2, excuse me. Over on the other field, Cali still leading Labette. Top of the Highland lineup due up, and normally as it is, the player who made a nice defensive play will lead it off, and that'll be Kenzie Garvin. Garvin, the two-time first-team all-conference player for Highland this year. Sophomore out of Lawrence, Kansas, batting .437, which leads the team. She's 1 for 1 officially with an infield single and reaching on an error. And we're going to have a batting change here, apparently, for head coach Heidi Jordan, as she's going to come out and double check. So coming into pinch hit, here in the batting lineup here in the inning. Kira Ross will bat in the designated player spot for Maddie Miller. Maddie batting in the number 6 spot. Miller was 0 for 2 in the contest with a line out to the pitcher and a ground out to third. I anticipate Maddie to be putting on her catcher gear. So leading us off here in the bottom of 5, trailing by 1, will be Kenzie Garvin. Kenzie again with her team leading 71st hit back in the 3rd inning. That pitch sailed over the head of the catcher all the way back to the screen. Oh and 1, or excuse me, that's 1-0. That pitch in there for a strike. That even things out at 1-1. Garvin again, the number 1 player in the Region 6 with 61 runs on the year. Number 4 in the region in hits with 71. Fouls that one at the plate. Garvin, a first-team all-conference, 2-time first-team all-conference, first-team all-region player. So Kenzie with a couple pieces of hardware, ground ball to third. That'll be Bobble, and she's on with an infield hit. So that'll be an error. Excuse me, E5 on the third baseman. That ball not handled cleanly. Maddie Moore will now step in. Maddie's 1 for 1, a double to left, which was her 14th of the year back in the 3rd. She also reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st. So Highland with a tying run on first base, and Kenzie Garvin, who's 27 out of 29 in stolen bases. Garvin thought about taking off, bluffed it, and came back, and the ball was outside for ball 1. Maddie Moore double to left. We got a foul ball at the plate as that one got a piece of the catcher. Home plate umpire will go out and hand the ball to the pitcher. He'll fidget with his fingers, look in his book, and give Carly Cobb the chance to regain her composure. At least we didn't throw the ball out of the ball game like we normally do. One outside. Garvin has to be careful at first base. You have to make an intent and come back immediately. She stood there for a moment. She could get called out for not making a definite move either way. Bunt down, throw to first base. In time for the out, the sacrifice moves the runner to second. There's one out. And that'll bring up Sydney Anderson. Sydney 0 for 2 in the contest. She went down swinging back in the third inning. It was her 15th K of the year. She also flied out to second back in the first inning, making her 0 for 2. Garvin a unanimous choice. First team All-JL Conference selection this year as a freshman. She also was selected first team All-Region. I do have the conference list posted on the conference website at kjccc.org. Go to the softball page, click on postseason awards. You'll see a list there. I'll also have the All-Region list posted sometime tomorrow. That it'll be released by the Region 6 Director Carl Heinrich. Fly ball off of the fifth. Shortstop retreats into shallow left. Now comes back in and makes the catch. There's 2 down. Now that'll bring up Aubrey Hernandez, the catcher. Aubrey 0 for 2. Flied out to right to end the first. Then with strikeout number 2 of Mackenzie Smith back in the third inning. Smith with 3 strikeouts in the ball game. The strikeout to Hernandez was Aubrey's 9th of the year. And again, not bad, 9 strikeouts and 152 at-bats. That pitch misses inside. Aubrey with an on-base percentage of .446, a slugging percentage, which is number 4 in the region at .769. And we're going to have a conversation inside the circle. As coming onto the field for Murray State is Coach Mullins. Aaron Mullins in his first year with the Lady Aggies have taken them to a 32-19 record coming into today's action. And the Region 2 champion for 2017. So 2 ball and no strike count to Aubrey Hernandez, the Region 6 home run leader for 2017 with 15. She also ranks number 10 in the nation in the homers with 15. Number 1 in RBIs for Aubrey, 64. Driven across, 113 at-bat, or 113 total bases for Lady Scotties this season. She also is number 5 in the region in extra base hits with 23. And so far against Murray State in 2 ball games, she's not gotten the ball safely out of the infield. There's the ball to the shortstop. Over to first for the out. And there goes the inning. Highland leaves a runner on. They do not score. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 3-2 Murray State. Due up for the Lady Aggies in the top of the 6th will be Mitchell, Manning, and Maines. Facing Haley Donaldson, working her 2nd full inning of work since coming in for Kennedy Barron, who put the first 3 and a third. Murray State got all their runs in the 4th by sending 8 players to the plate. They had 3 hits, 1 hit batsman, and an error that helped them out in that inning. Highland picked up their 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lady Scotties with 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk in the 3rd when they manufactured their runs. So due up for Haley Donaldson. We'll bring up the 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Lady Aggie lineup. Kayla Mitchell will lead us off, followed by Kylie Manning and Sarah Maines. Mitchell 0 for 1 in the contest officially with a fly out to center. She was hit by a pitch last time at the plate. The plunk was her first bruise of the year. It was Donaldson's fourth hit batsman. That was Barron who was the one who hit her, not Donaldson. Ground ball foul. It was Kennedy Barron's 5th hit batsman of the season. 0-1 to count to the leadoff batter from Murray State, Kayla Mitchell. That ball dropped in there, ball low. 1-1. The winner advances to the 12 o'clock contest against Johnson County for the title. The loser will go eat lunch and head for home somewhere. First pitch out in low. 2-1. Over on the other field, the District E tournament, Cali is taking on Labette. The winner of that one will take on Hutchinson at 12 noon for the District E title. At last count, Cali was leading Labette somewhere in around the third or the fourth inning. They're now in the fifth. 4-3 Cali is the lead there. Again, 4-2, excuse me. Again, I apologize for the live stats not operating today. iScore Central is having some internal issues. They're down nationwide. Strikeout by Haley Donaldson, her first of the ball game. That is her 43rd strikeout of the season. The 23rd time Mitchell has gone down on strikes. And that'll bring up Kylie Manning. Manning doubled and reached on an error in 2 tries. Line drive up the middle. That one went off of Donaldson somewhere. As Haley was able to stay down. That is the 8th hit of the ball game. Lady Aggie with a runner on with 1 out. And Sarah Maines now come to the in 2 tries. She got out of the infield in the 4th and didn't make it out of the infield in the 3rd. Line drive to the left. That one without a doubt. Garvin will corral it up there and get it back into the infield. Back-to-back hits by the Lady Aggies. Their 9th hit of the contest will bring up the top of the lineup in Ivy Amador. And here comes Heidi Jordan out of the dugout, and I think we're going to have a pitching change. And coming in to pitch for Lady Scotties for Haley Donaldson will be Julissa Ortega. So all 3 of the Highland pitchers now entering the ball game. Donaldson will leave the contest. She allowed no runs on 4 hits to my count, walked 1, struck out 1, did not hit a batter. And that is all unofficial. Julissa Ortega now in the ball game. Julissa, the 6-foot freshman out of Goddard, Kansas, with a team-leading ERA of 2.38. This is her 30th appearance inside the circle this year. She's got an 11-3 record. She won 1 yesterday. She was the winning pitcher against Murray State yesterday morning in the 8-1 victory. She's allowed 38 earned runs on 110 hits, 118 and 1/3 inning of work, 26 walks. She ranks number 5 in the region with 111 strikeouts, ranks her number 9 all-time in Highland history in strikeouts in a single season. She's averaging 7.02 Ks per contest. She has hit 1, thrown 2 wild pitches, and given up a team-high 11 home runs. And she's going to face the top of the lineup in Ivy Amador. Amador, my mistake, Amador, who is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Strikeout swinging, a ground out to 3rd, and a ground out unassisted to 1st. And excuse me, that ground out was not the 1st, that was at 3rd. The doggo made the play. So that would be a GO5, a U with unassisted. 0-2 to count now to the batter. Ivy Amador, the freshman out of Wimberley, Texas, batting .415 in the leadoff spot. Change up, had her out in front. Strikeout for Jalissa Ortega. The second strikeout of the ball game. Make that the fourth strikeout of the ball game for the Lady Aggies, the first for Jalissa Ortega. That'll bring up Katie Caraway. Caraway 0 for 2 with a walk to lead off the fifth. Fly ball, left field, mile high. Moran goes out into shallow left, cannot make the catch. 1 run will score. Then it's now 4-2 in favor of Murray State. That another error by the Lady Scotties. Lady Aggies now with 9 hits in the contest to my count. We've got timeout on the infield as Highland's going to talk things over. Ortega with a strikeout and then an error by Sam Moran. And that is Sam's second error of the contest. He had an error back in the 4th inning. Highland with 2 errors in the game. Had allowed another run to come across. Runner now at first and third for the Lady Aggies. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. That pitch a strike on the outside corner. Sydney Hinkle at the plate. A home run, a fielder's choice, and a fly out to left in 3 tries. The solo shot to left back in the 4th to lead off the inning. Was her team leading 17th of the year, which ranks her number 6 in the nation coming into the tournament. Hinkle batting .409. Pitch inside, ball 1. The home run by Hinkle was her first off of Highland in the tournament. Lady Scotty kept her off the base pass in the first ball game. That ball misses inside. Wind picking up, blowing out the left. Blowing actually right now, blowing in from right. There's a big flag in the right field corner. Lady Aggies with 3 runs in the 4th, 1 here in the 6th. Highland with 2 runs in the 3rd. That's pitch a strike on the outside corner to Dees. Sarah Maines at third base. Katie Caraway stands at first after the 2-out error that allowed an insurance run. Strike 3 struck her out. 2 strikeouts in the contest by Jalissa Ortega, her 113th of the year. We go to the bottom half of 6, down by 2, 4-2, Lady Aggies. Highland down to their final 6 outs, down by 2 here at 4-2. Playing and batting now in the bottom of the 6th. Kayla Ross, Kiera Ross, and Haley Donaldson due up. We'll have to see if Haley comes to bat. I will think that Ortega will now come in and bat for herself. But we'll have to see who comes to the plate. Mackenzie Smith has given up 2 runs on 4 hits according to Big Green Scoreboard. And I have him for 4 hits also. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. She's yet to hit a batter. And again, double checking that Highland lineup. We do have Kayla and Kiera, first 2 out of the Highland dugout with sticks in their hands. Mackenzie Smith from Murray State again with an ERA of 4.75 coming into the tournament. 17-8-1 is her record now. This is her team-leading 35th appearance inside the circle on the season. She has been again the workhorse for the Lady Aggies. 140 innings of work, 100 earned runs, to 237 hits, 72 walks, 72 strikeouts, 6 hit batters, and 7 home runs given up coming into this contest. Kiara Ross steps in 0 for 1. She led off the second with a ground out to short and then walked in the third. The walk was her 12th of the year for an even dozen. First pitch is taken for a ball. Murray stayed up by 2, 4-2. They've got 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. Highland with their 2 runs on the board in the 3rd inning. That pitch misses outside, says the gentleman in the powder blue shirt. Count now goes to 2-1. The winner of this contest plays Johnson at 12. The loser will go home. Down low and away. 3 balls, 1 strike to Kayla Ross. Kayla again walked back in the 3rd inning. Sent the line drive over the shortstop's glove for her first single of the contest. And she turned an ankle when she rounded first base. Here comes Sports Medicine out. Whitney Dagonia will come out and run for Kayla, obviously. But Kayla went down in a heap as she rounded the bag. Coach Heidi Jordan will go over there. Pinch running for Kayla Ross will be number 22. Whitney Dagonia. Whitney, again, a 5'4" freshman out of Diamond, Missouri, played 3rd base in yesterday's first 2 ball games. She's 1 for 1 in stolen bases and usually comes in and pinch runs during the contest when she's not playing 3rd. So we'll have to wait for Whitney to officiate the game. Kayla back up on her feet. And she's going to come to the dugout. Which could be her final at bat as the Lady Scotty. So a leadoff single to left by Kiara Ross. Brings the tying run to the plate for Highland and her twin sister, Kiara. Kiara, the 5'7" sophomore out of Tomball, Texas, batting .059. Batting for Maddie Miller, who was the designated batter up until this point. Maddie went 0 for 2 in the game with a line out to the pitcher and a ground out to 3rd. And she is hit by a pitch for that first opportunity. And now the tying run on base in Kiara Ross. And Jalissa Ortega now comes to the plate. Jalissa seeing her first at bat in the contest. Kennedy Barron singled to left before she left the ball game. Haley Donaldson led off the 4th with a strikeout swinging before she left the circle. And now Ortega batting .270 in the number 7 spot at the plate with 2 on and nobody down. Highland with a golden opportunity here with nobody down in the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 2. And the tying run at first base in Kiara Ross. Dagonia 1 for 1 in stolen bases at 2nd. Kiara has not attempted a stolen base this year. Ortega with the bluff of the butt brings the corners in. Highland seeing where the defense is going to go on that play. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Mackenzie Smith, bunt down to the pitcher. They'll go to first on a sacrifice. The runners will advance over to 2nd and 3rd. So 1 out in the inning and Sam Hill at the plate. Sam 0 for 2 in the contest. Grounded back to the pitcher 2 times. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 2nd to end the 2nd. And she grounded back to the pitcher in the 4th. Highland needs a big hit here. Fly ball on the inner field. Shortstop will come over and make the catch. There's now 2 down. Fly out on the first pitch received by Sam Hill. That'll bring up Sam Moran. Moran with a double to lead off the third. Scored Highland's first run of the contest. Then she flied out to the second baseman to end the fourth. Moran double to left, or double to center, was her 12th two-bagger of the year. Her 52nd hit of the season. First pitch is a strike from Mackenzie Smith. Smith again with 3 strikeouts in the contest. 1 hit batsman and 1 walk. She has scattered 5 hits and allowed just 2 runs by Highland. Through 6 2/3. That ball foul right-hand side. That'll go inside the dugout and out of play. The tying run at second. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Murray State 4 outs away from taking on Johnson County as that pitch foul back. Should Murray State reach the finals, that will be the first time that they have ever reached the finals in Region 6 district play. Off-speed changeup, misses inside. Again, the sweet spot on this umpire is low and away. 2-2. 2 outs. 2 on for Highland. Upstairs, now the count goes full. Runners will have to hold as they are not pushed around. A ball to the gap will score 2. Payoff pitch from Mackenzie Smith. Off the fist. That's going to drop in. It is. 1 run scored. 2 runs scored. The ball comes to home. Going to second base on the play is Hill. Or Moran going to third. The ball goes out and left. They'll hold her there. And everybody giggling here in the stands reminds you of Casey at the bat. And when the dust had lifted and they seen what had occurred, those 2 runs come for Highland and Sam Moran hugging third. So Moran goes to single up the middle. That'll score 2. That is her 2nd hit of the contest, the 6th hit for Highland. Foul ball back by Kenzie Garvin. Tie ball game, 4 or bottom of 7 or bottom of 6. Pitch upstairs on Garvin. Sam Moran now represents the lead run at third base with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Lady Scotty with a pair of runs across on the 2 RBI single up the middle by Moran, who went to third base on the throw home as the ball got away, going to back to third. That was just the first error on the board by Murray State. Highland with 3 miscues on the board for them. Lady Scotties, the home team, has 1 more inning to at bat if they remain tied or trail. 2-2 to Garvin. Low and away, 3-2. Now Moran will hold with nobody pushing her. Foul ball left-hand side. Large gap in left center with the left fielder holding closer to the line against the slapper, Kenzie Garvin. Garvin with an infield single, reached on 2 errors. She's been on base 3 times today. Fly ball left field. That's going to be back over the left fielder's head. 1 run will score. Garvin goes to second. She's going to hit for three. Here comes the throw, and she is in there safely. Garvin with a 2-out RBI, triple to left. Her second hit of the ball game. Her third three-bagger of the year. Has given the Highland a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the sixth. And now the pressure comes on the Lady Aggies as they must answer in the top of the seventh. But Highland not done batting yet as Maddie Moore comes to the plate. Maddie with a double to left, a fielder's choice and a sacrifice. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Highland with 3 runs across in the bottom of the sixth. Low and away. Highland led off the inning with a single to left. Kiera Ross was hit by a pitch for the 7th time this year. A sacrifice, a fly out, a single to left, and a triple to left has given the Lady Scotties a 5-4 lead. With Maddie Moore at the plate, the freshman out of Corsicana, Texas, batting .405, number 2 hole. Strike down the heart of the plate. Count out goes to 3-1. She was taken all the way. Mackenzie Garvin, with her triple to left. Again, her third three-bagger of the year. Fly ball, popped her straight up. Catcher calls for it. Third baseman comes in and takes charge for the out, and that'll end the inning. Lady Scotties leave one on, but they get 3 across. We go to top of 7. Highland 5, Murray State 4. We're back in the second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. An update from the other field, 7-2 in the bottom of the sixth. Over there, that will be 7-2 in favor of Cali over Labette. The winner of that con takes on Hutchinson at 12 noon in the District E Championship. Highland 3 outs away from taking on Johnson County, who they lost to yesterday by a count of 5-2. Kiera Ross now playing second base. Or correction, Kayla Ross back out playing second base. Whitney DeGonia is now playing third for Hidalgo. Your outfield is Kenzie Garvin in left, Maddie Moore in center, Sam Hill in right. Your infield, is Hidalgo at third. DeGonia will come back off the field. Hidalgo at third, Moran at short, Kayla Ross at second, Sydney Anderson at first, Hernandez behind the plate, and Julissa Ortega trying to pick up her 12th victory of the year, I believe it is. It will be. She's 11-3. And it'll be the heart of the Aggie lineup in Tenney, Kruger, and Koth. And a swing and a miss by number 16, Peyton Tenney, the sophomore out of Sherman, Texas, batting .360 in the cleanup spot. Tenney with a single to left in the fourth, sandwiched around a strikeout and a fly out. Foul that pitch back, she's down count 0-2. Tenney's strikeout was her team leading 33rd. The single to left was her 60th hit of the year. That came in the fourth. She flied out to center in the fifth, making her 1 for 3 on the day. That pitch misses outside. Ortega with 2 strikeouts in the contest, and coming in relief for Haley Donaldson. Donaldson replaced Kennedy Barron, who started the inning off, or ending the ball game off, went 3 1/3. Strike 3 down in the dirt. They'll have to throw down to make the out, and they do. Sixth strikeout of the ball game for the Lady Aggies. Third strikeout for Ortega. And that'll bring up number 13. As Macy Powell will now come back in and bat for herself. Mackenzie Kruger ran for her back in the 5th inning. First pitch to her is a strike. Powell 1 for 3 in the ball game. 2 flyouts, both of them to center, and a single up the middle. Chased the pitch down low. She's down to count at 0-2. There will be a 20-minute break between the two ball games. It's now 11:45 a.m. Popped her out left-hand side. That'll be well out of play. Johnson County waiting here in the grandstands to take on the winner of this contest. 1 out, nobody on for the Lady Aggies. They trail Highland by 5-4 here in the top of the 7th. That's straight up and out of the zone, but she chased it. Strikeout for Jalissa Ortega. 7 strikeouts now by the Lady Aggies. 4th strikeout for Ortega. She's now got 115 on the year. And that'll bring up Carly Koth. Koth with 3 singles in the contest. 2 to left and 1 to center. She's the only Lady Aggie with 3 hits in the ball game. And they are her 43rd, 44th, and 45th hits of the year, according to the stats that I have at this time. 1 ball, no strike from Ortega. That ball upstairs, 2-0. Ortega has struck out the last 3 batters she's faced. That pitch in there for a strike. It's a breaking ball, came in over the outside corner. 2-1 now. That ball misses down low. 3-1. Highland does not want a 2-out walk. Ortega is yet to walk a batter in the contest. There's a pitch for a strike. Now things are 3-2. Here comes your season for Murray State. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, top of the 7th, down by 1. Let's see if Ortega has something nasty here. Strike 3, struck her out looking. That's your ball game. Ortega with her 5th strikeout of the game, the 8th strikeout against the Lady Aggies in the contest. Highland takes the 5-4 victory and will take on Johnson County here at 12 noon. The Lady Aggies in their season at 32-20 on the year. An outstanding effort by them here in the region tournament this year as they made it to the 3rd place contest. I want to remind everybody we'll be back at 12 noon. That's about 10 minutes from now, as there could be almost a 20-minute break. We'll double check on that. We'll have the link up available. Go to scottyathletics.com or go to kjccc.org. Click on softball, then on the playoff page, and I'll have a link at the bottom of the page for that video link. So for TJ Holland, this is Russ Carnes saying, we'll be back for game number 2, the championship between Johnson County and Highland, in just a bit.